I'm striving to make this year freaking amazing for me, but guess what? It comes with serious shitstorms of fear and anxiety and like, fuck, my life is changing for the better, but it's super scary and I'm redefining my identity right now. It can be really overwhelming. By myself waving back and forth, feeling like a lack of commitment. So I want to talk about those three things and how I'm dealing with it and how it can possibly help you if you can relate to any of this kind of stuff. So first thing, lack of commitment. Like, you know what you need to be doing, you know what you want to do, and you know it's exciting, but it scares you and you just don't commit to it, or you put it off and you procrastinate and you'll find 1,000 other things to do in the meantime before you really work on what's going to change your life. And what really helps me when I'm feeling this way is just getting started. And it could be the things that make you feel good, but sometimes like nothing feels good. Something that you want to get your engine started, just nothing feels good. And it could be the difference of you timing yourself and say, for 5 minutes, I'm gonna do this thing that's uncomfortable to me, but this is the thing that I need to do to turn into what I wanna be. And whether it's like you have a fitness goal, you wanna lose some weight and you know you need to start working out, you need to eat differently, you need to change behaviors, and that's not gonna happen overnight. It could be painful, it could be your perception of how you're perceiving, like, is this something that's painful? But one of the biggest things of having a lack of commitment in your life is creating the discipline to making it turn into a behavioral routine of, this is just how I live, this is just my new lifestyle. And sometimes it's just gonna suck and you're not gonna wanna do it, and you're just gonna have to do anything you can to get started. You know, I'm making this video today and I'm not really feeling it, and I've been working on creating a new set in my garage. Right now, I was using it as a rehearsal studio, but I want to use it to make videos, and that's something that's really important to me, but I've been feeling really low energy, I've been feeling a little overwhelmed, and sometimes you just gotta start, no matter what. And this video is a good example of that, where I'm just kind of out of it, but I'm still making this video because these things are on my mind, and I want to share it and hopefully help anyone who can relate to any of this stuff. So that's lack of commitment. The second thing I want to talk about is feeling overwhelmed. If you were to write down all of the shit that you want to do, need to do, have to do, it can get pretty long, and you'll just say, screw this, I'm just gonna go eat some ice cream and turn on Netflix. Or I'm just gonna do the thing that makes me feel good right now. Guess what? That overwhelm is gonna get worse and worse and worse until you just bite it and do the thing that you were avoiding. It sounds like such a simple remedy, but that's really what it is. You will get so worked up over thinking about all the reasons why something is painful that you create a new version of that pain. You're creating all these ideas in your head before you actually go ahead and just do something and experience it and let yourself be vulnerable enough to say, like, I can't control this outcome right now, but I'm controlling me starting. I'm controlling me doing it, and it may be a rough road ahead, but guys, a lot of the times the anxiety and the overwhelm that you create in your mind is worse than what actually happens in real life when you just let yourself explore the new situation. So let yourself be, guys. Be vulnerable enough to say, like, this is a part of what I need to do. I might feel anxious doing it and it might fucking suck, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna help you in the long run decrease this overwhelm that you're feeling that turns into anxiety, that can turn into panic attacks, to overthinking where you just stop and you freeze and you don't move anymore. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna mention is redefining your identity. When you're going through a shift in your life, good or bad, you can stop yourself because you are redefining who you are. Or maybe you haven't shown yourself. The example that I can give you is me. I grew up being very, very shy, and deep down I'm like, I'm not a shy person, but that's how I chose to act and to protect myself in situations where I was trying to find myself, and I felt like no one understood me. I felt like no one understood what I was going through, and that I couldn't talk about it, and that was the right thing to do. And I protected myself by becoming isolated from people and feeling awkward in conversations because I wasn't exploring being a social person. And that's how I chose to cope with my issues. And guess what? It's taken me a long time to get back to a place where I realized that's not who I am. That's just how I protected myself. Like this whole year, I've gone through a shift of changing what I was doing work-wise, business-wise, career-wise, to get to a place where I can say, hey, I'm actually being myself again. Yo, do I even know who I am? Like, what does that even mean? That whole process, finding yourself, can be a lifetime's worth of exploration. It can be something that you're really struggling with. Maybe you're feeling like an imposter, you're feeling like a poser, you're trying to fit into something that maybe people you admire have put on you. Maybe it's something that you put on yourself because you're admiring people that you want to be like, and you're thinking you need to be like them to fit in, instead of exploring a new direction that just feels right to you, even if it's scary, even if other people don't validate it. Redefining your identity is such a big reason why you'll stop yourself from doing it. Because it's so overwhelming. But what I can tell you, it's the one thing that will feel right when you start moving towards it, even if you're feeling that gross like tightening in your chest or whatever way it's coming out. The secret is that it's the only way you can get to a place where you can look at your life and say, this is me. This is the way that I want to live. And you're not going to keep questioning if this is the right way to go. Part of life is accepting that it's a consistent journey. As I mentioned earlier, you're never going to be able to control every aspect of it, but it's enjoying this process of exploration that creates true happiness, and being able to be present right now and okay with the fact that everything might change tomorrow, good for good or bad, and you being able to embrace that. Feeling truly grounded is being able to find yourself and saying, who am I? How do I want to act day to day with my friends, with the people around me, the people that I care about, and what really matters to me? That is a journey that you'll continue to go on. And if you're not happy with your life, a huge part of that is redefining your identity, what really matters to you, not what patterns have you succumbed to in your life where you're just so used to it. It's so scary to change it because it feels like that's your identity. Yo, I work at this place. These are the people that I hang out with. This is how I dress. You're not a poser just because you start exploring and you start changing the day-to-day things about you. You're someone who is evolving as a person, mentally and physically, and you can show that in so many different ways. So that's the last message that I'll give to you. You're gonna get some negative feedback and some positive feedback when you start going through this change. And guess what? The only way you're gonna be okay with it is if you're okay with it and you accept the fact that you're gonna get both sides of the coin. You may get way more of one side, you may get way more of the other, but you having the bravery to say, I wanna be me, I wanna explore who that is, and it's gonna be ever changing. And find people around you in your life who are gonna rock with you either way. Your values and the things that you truly care about in your life are gonna present themselves in every aspect. So just like an artist, when you see, they go through phases, like one album, they have a certain vibe. It's raw, it's edgy, it's dark, it's depressing. It could be bubbly, it could be happy. It doesn't mean that they are somebody else. They're ever evolving, and the true fans will embrace that and love all of those changes. Maybe some more than others, but just like that artist creating a new album, creating a new moment for people to feel, that's what you're doing in your own life. So explore it, enjoy it, and guess what? We're here for the ride. So I hope you got some value out of this, If you can relate in any way, let me know. Message me. Tell me what's going on in your life. Like, are you going through a shift right now? Are you feeling super overwhelmed? Are you feeling like a lack of commitment for the stuff that you really want to change in your life? What's going to be that factor to move you towards it and say, even if I'm fucking so scared, I'm still going to do it? Let me know, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.